Well, cybersecurity, it's been an issue for years, and as we add in apps and increase online shopping, protecting our information, of course, top of mind. This year, we have security experts saying that the number of data breaches is increasing. In fact, in 2021, we're on pace to be a record-breaking year here. Well, Michael Bremer here, the Global Vice President of the Experian Data Breach Resolution Group with us. So what's going on? Why are these data breaches becoming so commonplace?
First of all, Christina, thank you for having me. What we're seeing breaches in 2022 are going to come to the forefront, particularly for infrastructure because of the $1.2 trillion package that was recently passed. Disbursement fraud is going to happen, and about 4% of all of that money, or $40 billion, could be fraudulent claims. We've also seen with the perfect storm between supply chain issues, natural disasters, droughts, and that 30% of American households actually give charitable contributions to disasters, and that money's going to flow out and potentially could be fraud there. The other thing that we're seeing too is a real big threat are the new class of digital assets. In fact, I have a new NFT, my friend Kosher Pig, which is basically the 2021 version of what Bitcoin was in 2008. And with money flowing in for these digital assets that people are going to be investing in, nobody necessarily knows who they're buying or selling from. And we've seen cryptocurrency exchanges, in fact, 12 in the last 3 years have already been breached. So those are some of the big headlines that I would point out.
So are there certain things, as you mentioned, cryptocurrency, that are more vulnerable than others? Even when we talk, of course, big business, a lot of those corporations, they have cybersecurity teams, but are there certain areas that are more apt to having a breach?
Well, the whole work from home environment during the pandemic, with people working from home, we coined a phrase called the cyberdemic. 2022 will be the cyberdemic 2.0 because 36% of the people currently surveyed say they don't know if they're going to be working from home or back in the office next year. They're waiting for that direction. And with lack of VPN, lack of encryption, lack of firewalls, folks aren't as cyber securely prepared at home.
You talk about VPNs and those companies that don't have them for those work at home employees. Do you think that'll start to change?
Yes, we're already seeing companies invest more, both for the technology that employees can use from home, but also for the connectivity. But having said that, just individuals' digital connection creates new vulnerabilities. Or said a different way, employees are still the weakest link in the chain.
Okay, and then ultimately, for somebody that might be watching today, we talk about online shopping, our phones, of course, we're carrying those around with us constantly here. What can people do to protect themselves when it comes to cybersecurity?
Be hypervigilant, and that means don't click on any links. Don't answer any phone calls from people that aren't in your contact list or that you know. When you shop an e-commerce site, use a credit card versus a debit card. And then last, but surely not least, don't give away any of your personal information, even to family members, because today, 50% of all identity theft is familial related.
All right. Well, Michael, thank you so much for joining us today. We really appreciate it. Just a brief touch on some of those cybersecurity threats out there, what companies and what you can do to protect yourself.
Thanks, Christina.